ancestors have spoken. Now is the time. Protect the sacred. Stop the pipeline.
Thousands of activists assembled Monday and dozens were arrested in northern Minnesota for an event dubbed the Treaty People's Gathering against further construction of the Line 3 pipeline. Line 3 is a tar sands oil pipeline owned by the Canadian corporation Enbridge that has been transporting oil into the United States since the 1960s. In late 2020, construction on a new pipeline segment expected to increase the line's efficiency began against the concerns of Indigenous people who say it violates treaty rights and environmental activists.
Being that it passes under the pipeline passes underneath the headwaters of the Mississippi twice, that puts our NIBI at jeopardy. And who can live without water? How long can you live without water?
What we're doing as people of faith is we're gathering with Indigenous leaders, following their lead, to send a very clear message to President Biden, to Gina McCarthy, that there is a strong consensus among faith leaders that this pipeline is wrong, that we need sacred waters protected, that we need no more new fossil fuel infrastructure, and that we're keeping our eyes on them, that we're watching what they're doing.
We must stop this line, and so we're calling on President Biden, we're calling on our friends at the EPA, Gina McCarthy, stop Line 3, and we're here to do it.
I feel called to stand with my Indigenous siblings to block this pipeline. We feel that it is a violation of treaty rights, and of course we don't need to build out more fossil fuel infrastructure in this country either. So I'm really here to just bear witness and to be an ally to my Indigenous siblings.
On Monday, activists took over a construction site, halting production for the day as they prepared to occupy indefinitely.
We will stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We will.
Officers in riot gear from several local agencies as well as Minnesota State Police arrived just before 5 p.m.
Stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We must stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We must stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We must stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. We must stop Line 3. We will stop Line 3. 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 Stop Line 3.
You are all under arrest for trespassing on critical infrastructure. Sit down and obey the commands of law enforcement officers. You are all under arrest for trespassing on critical infrastructure. Sit down and obey commands of law enforcement.
Fuck the Enbridge Corporation! We stand with Indigenous nations! Fuck the Enbridge Corporation!
Guys, move left, line left, line left.
No fascist! No racist! No justice! No peace! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! When crime flies, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Water is life! Water is life! We see you! We love you! We will be fighting for you! We love you! We love you! We will not let you build this pipeline!
One arrestee identified himself as a medic but was detained anyway.
We will not let you build this pipeline!
No, we have medics here.
The same happened to a self-identified journalist who lacked a press credential.
We'll have to send you back and they'll sort it through there. the south, please.
We stand with Indigenous nations! Fuck the Enbridge Corporation! We stand with Indigenous nations! Fuck the Enbridge Corporation!
Are you guys gonna get down?
We shut shit down! We shut shit down! We shut shit down!
If you ever feel free to come down, we'll leave the ladder there and then just come down and we'll just go through the rest process. So let's move, get all of our troopers downtime and is this all the press right here?
All right, we are all cleared out except for those that are attached to devices. So we've allowed you, to stay here and videotape, what we've done up to this point. But now I am telling you that you're going to have to leave. So I'm going to give you an opportunity, you folks, and go ahead and leave. And if you don't leave or if you choose to stay, you will be placed under arrest. So. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
For the record, do you have a team coming in here to cut those people out?
Yeah. Yep. We'll be doing extraction. Do you want me to walk?
Police ultimately forced the press to leave when the only protesters remaining were physically attached to the equipment or too high to reach.
Water is life! Protect the water!
Production was shut down for the day at a great cost, right?
Over a half-hour drive away, activists celebrated the takeover as a victory for managing to halt construction, even if only temporarily.
Stop line 3! Stop line 3! Stop line 3! Stop line 3!
Thousands of activists, including actress Jane Fonda, had marched to a point in the construction plan where the new Line 3 is expected to travel under the Mississippi River. Many of the activists marched across a wet marsh to a platform built by Enbridge ahead of the construction.
Single file.
While this area is claimed as property of Enbridge, a sheriff's deputy reportedly relayed to the organizers that if they remained peaceful, the group would not be arrested for trespassing.
It's more than a pipeline. It's about CO2. It's about racial justice, social justice, and environmental justice all wrapped up in our treaty rights. Both of ours are at the center of it all. So miigwech to all of you for taking this stand and being our treaty partners and standing so that treaties will be recognized as the supreme law of the land, as it states in that Constitution what our government operates on. They want to say, yeah, we follow the Constitution. Why are they not following Article 6 that states that treaties are the supreme law of the land? Miigwech.
Nibi is life. So we're here to protect life for all living things. So again, this is where we are. So once we do the round dance and offer our prayers to the Nibi, we're going to get to know each other a little bit more now. Because this is home. It always has been. And just because our people ceded some of our land, we never once in any of our treaties surrendered our inherent rights or our property rights, our water rights. So we're here today to defend that.
We made our voices heard, and we're going to continue to make our voices heard to Biden and all those others that need to make the decisions they need to make. So they've declared that what they intended for the action today has been victorious. They're happy, they're grateful, they're appreciative.
The Activism Monday took several shapes, from physical to spiritual. Construction may have resumed, but some plan to occupy the platform at the Mississippi River indefinitely, and the group reports that they intend to continue their activism throughout the summer. The Keystone XL crude oil pipeline was canceled Wednesday after Canadian officials failed to convince President Biden to restore their permit after revoking it following years of activism across 3 administrations. President Biden, though, has not signaled he will cancel Line 3. The fight continues. Ford Fisher, News to Share, for Activism Uncensored, a collaboration with TK News.